President Joe Biden, always good for content. He has called a reporter who asked him about the potential political consequences of inflation a, quote, stupid son of a bitch. To not finish that sentence at a White House press conference on Monday. Don't believe me? Have a listen.
Do you think inflation is a political liability?
That's a great asset. More inflation. What a stupid son of a bitch.
I believe the Italians call that sotto voce. Eamon Fitzpatrick, who do we blame for Joe Biden's cognitive decline, the left or the right?
I'm definitely going to blame the right on this one, Joe.
OK, you have 60 seconds to convince me. Your time starts now.
Joe Biden is the guy who has spent decades fighting the right, issue after issue, interest after interest, and he's finally come up against someone in Donald Trump, who's such a crazy out there campaigner. He's just driven him mad. I mean, he has come up against the guy who ran the Obama birther thing, the deep, all this sort of crazy campaign tactics. And you know what? Unfortunately, Joe's just worn down.
So he's stupid like a fox. He's thinking, all right, I've got to get inside my enemy's head. I've got to think like Donald Trump. Therefore, I've got to become more stupid.
Well, it certainly won't hurt him, I reckon, from here on in, given who he's up against and given who thinks he's coming back next time.
OK, Parnell?
Oh, look, I agree wholeheartedly. Donald Trump has just scrambled the circuits of Joe Biden and the Democrats more broadly. It's like his diction was calculated, his weird all over the place diction was calculated to take these ageing minds and just send them completely for a loop. In fact, Joe Biden's entire cognitive decline is probably just down to the last 3 years. Before that, he was perfectly fine.
Right. So we're talking about idiocy as a contagion, like COVID-19.
Not only will he have infected Joe Biden, he will have done it to the entire elder statesmen on the Democratic side, which leaves them with no talent because they have nobody in their 50s.
Which is ironically quite a brilliant strategy. So he's so stupid, he's actually a genius. Sarah Harris used to say to me, you've got that look on your face, which is saying, you're so stupid, you're making me stupid. Todd Hayward, what would you do if you were Joe Biden's crisis comms team? What would you do? Do we just say, right, that's it, no more press conferences until 2026 or what?
Joe, I think they're already doing it. I think you're seeing it right now. I think what's happened is Joe Biden has lost the electorate, right? Nobody is listening anymore.
Yep.
So before you actually get your message across, you've got to get their attention. How do you get their attention? By doing something like this. And I agree with Parnell. This was part of a long con by the Republicans. They saw this a decade out and said,
that's good.
How do we combat the Joe Biden run to the presidency? We put up another crazy set.
So they looked at Joe Biden in 2012 and thought, in 10 years' time, this guy's going to be scrambled. We have to make sure he's the Democratic candidate.
Exactly. And the other thing is, I think Joe Biden actually looked at Donald Trump and said, wow, I kind of like this guy.
Yeah.
Maybe I've been on the wrong team for the last 60 years.
I got a lot in common.